हमारी आखिरी दो टेंसेस फ्यूचर सिंपल और फ्यूचर कंटिन्यूस. Future simple. Future forms in English are formed using auxiliary verbs. जब हमने modal verbs किए थे तो we discussed कि auxiliary verbs क्या होते हैं. Auxiliary verbs होते हैं verbs जो आपके main verb को help करते हैं. तो auxiliary verb की एक type थी modal verbs जो modality show करते हैं. उसके अलावा भी auxiliary verbs होते हैं जो main verbs को help करते हैं. और फ्यूचर सिंपल जो है वो ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब्स की मदद लेता है. फ्यूचर सिंपल टेंस में, फ्यूचर सिंपल सेंटेंसेस में we always use auxiliary verbs. Let's see what those are. So एक तो है जो फ्यूचर को हम फ्यूचर को सिंपली बताते हैं. फ्यूचर सिंपल टेंस में जब बात करते हैं तो we use the auxiliary verb going to. So इसको फॉर्म करने का तरीका है सब्जेक्ट प्लस बी प्लस गोइंग टू प्लस बेस फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब. ही इज गोइंग टू बाय a new car. So subject plus be plus going to plus base form of the verb plus the rest of the sentence. Subject हमारा he, be जो है वो it's going to shift according to the subject. So he is, she is, और अगर plural है तो they के साथ are, I है तो am हो गया. तो is, are, am इनमें से जो भी appropriate है, right? So is, are, am, this shifts according to what the subject is. And then going to is compulsory, ये जरूर आता है. So subject plus be form plus going to plus base form of the verb. Base form जो डिक्शनरी में फॉर्म होती है जिसमें कुछ नहीं लगा हुआ होता, s वगैरह कुछ नहीं लगा हुआ होता, तो simple buy. He is going to buy a new car. You have here going to is used to talk about future events that have been planned in advance rather than decided upon the time of speaking. Going to is also used to make predictions when there is evidence in the present moment. So going to जो है, जो auxiliary verb going to है, वो future simple में इस्तेमाल होता है दो तरीकों पे. जब हम बात कर रहे हैं future में किसी event की जिसको हमने बहुत एडवांस में प्लान किया हुआ है. I am going to buy her a doll for her second birthday. किसी बच्चे की second birthday है तो I am going to buy her a doll, right? So this is something that I've planned a lot in advance. So this is the first use of the word, the auxiliary verb going to. The second use is going to is used in the future. Going to is used as a tense for the future when it's used to make predictions when there is evidence in the present moment. So for example, uh, there are clouds in the sky. It is going to rain soon. So there are clouds in the sky. ठीक है, आसमान में बहुत ज्यादा बादल है. It is going to rain soon. So evidence is the clouds और prediction मैंने बनाई है अभी अभी खड़े होके. At the present moment the prediction I've made is कि future में soon बारिश होने वाली है. All right, so let's look at these sentences. I am going to cook dinner tonight. Subject plus the be with changes to match the subject of the sentence. Going to doesn't change with the subject. So subject plus am is are, जो भी है. And then going to वैसे ही आएगा, and then base form of the verb, cook, and then dinner tonight. So this is an event that I have planned in advance. I planned in advance that I'm going to cook dinner tonight. We are going to buy the base form, the rest of the sentence, a new car. This is something that we have planned in advance. Oh no, she subject is going to trip base form and fall over. Fall also base form, not falls, not fell, not trips, not tripped, but trip and fall. So let's say कोई आपने banana peel देखी at the road, and someone is walking there, and you look at it and you think, oh no, she's going to step on this banana peel, she is going to trip and fall over. So this is a prediction that you've made with evidence in the present moment. Okay, so looking at the timeline, I am going to cook dinner tonight. So at the present moment, standing at the present moment, you've decided something about the future. So tonight, I am going to cook dinner. This is the moment where I'm going to cook dinner. And you've decided this at the present. You've talked about the future. कि future में I am going to cook dinner tonight. आज रात को. We are going to buy a new car. So हमने अभी decide किया. हम अभी किसी को बता रहे हैं कि sometime in the future, sometime in the future, we are going to buy a new car. Oh no, she is going to fall and trip. आपने अभी अभी देखा कि someone is walking and you know that slightly in the future, they're going to trip on the water or the banana peel or whatever, and they are going to fall over. Right? So this is how it works on the timeline. I am going to buy her a present for her birthday. So I've decided, standing over here, I've decided that at the present moment, I've decided that in the future, I am going to buy her a doll for her birthday. So whatever the sentence is, you're saying it in the present, but it's referring to something that will happen in the future, something that you've decided to do in the future. Going to for future plans. Going to is used to talk about future events that have been planned in advance rather than decided upon at the time of speaking. I am going to buy a new car. We are going to cook dinner tonight. I am going to start reading this book soon. Sam's going to get fit before his next birthday. We're going to Boston. We're going to cycle from Boston to Cape Cod next week. I'm not, this is a negative sentence, I'm not going to eat any chocolate this month. So इधर ये कह रहे हैं कि going to जब इस्तेमाल होता है auxiliary verb for future simple, you use it जब आप उन चीज़ों की बात करते हैं जो आपने प्लान की हुई है in advance. तो एक तो ये होता है आपने खड़े खड़े डिसाइड किया मैं ये कर लूंगा, ठीक है, आपने खड़े खड़े डिसाइड किया I will buy ice cream. आप like you're passing an ice cream stall and you just decide I will buy ice cream, right? And as opposed to that, there are things जो आप शुरू से advance में plan करते हैं. तो going to is used in the future simple when you plan things in advance. आपने पहले से plan किया होता है कि हम क्या करने वाले हैं. So a car is not something जो आप impulsively उसी वक्त decide करके buy करें. It's something that you जिसके बारे में आपने पहले से सोचा हुआ है. So I'm going to buy a car. You are saying I have a future plan to buy a car. We are going to cook dinner tonight. आप अपने future plan के बारे में बता रहे हैं कि आपने already in advance plan किया हुआ है कि आप आज dinner cook करेंगे. You're telling someone about your plans. The sentence is saying that you're saying something about your future plans जिनको आपने plan किया हुआ है. चाहे वो कुछ घंटे advance में हो, चाहे वो कुछ दिन advance में हो, but you planned it in advance. I'm going to start reading this book soon. मैं इस किताब को जल्दी पढ़ना शुरू करूँगा. Sam's going to get fit before his next birthday. So he's decided that before his next birthday, he's going to exercise and get fit. We are going to cycle from Boston to Cape Cod next week. एक शहर से दूसरे शहर cycle करेंगे हम next weekend. So this is something I'm telling you right now about my future plans that I've planned in advance. So this is going to in the future simple for future planned events. Going to for predictions. Going to is also used to make predictions when there is evidence in the present moment. Look at those clouds. It's going to rain soon. So evidence in the present moment, clouds, and going to gives a prediction. Oh no, she is going to slip and fall over. This is a banana peel. That hill is too steep. Jonah is going to crash. She's making a prediction based on the evidence that the hill is too steep. So his cycle will go out of his control and he's going to crash. They're going to break a window if they're not careful. So you see a bunch of rowdy, boys playing baseball. And so because they're not being careful, that's evidence for you to say they're going to break a window if they're not careful. Look, the waiter is going to drop those plates. He's wearing a raincoat, so he's not going to get wet. Oh dear, I think she's going to fall off the ladder. So she's unable to find her balance. So that's the evidence that you need to know to make a prediction that she's going to fall off her ladder. So going to used in two ways, for to tell about things that you've planned in advance and to make predictions. The negative with going to, very easy. Subject plus the be की form is our am message obio plus going to से पहले अब हमने not लगा दिया plus the base form of the verb plus the rest of the sentence. So everything remains the same. So she is going to go, base form of the verb, to the park tomorrow, rest of the sentence. So she is going to go to the park tomorrow. And to make it negative, you simply is के बाद जो be की form होती है उसके बाद आपने simply एक not drop कर दिया यहाँ पे. I subject am going to, and then base form of the verb buy a new car, rest of the sentence, right? So you simply drop a not after the be wala form. Idhar am hai, aapne not dal diya am ke baad. They are not going to have breakfast at 7 a.m. tomorrow. She is not going to slip on the wet floor. Questions with going to. Again, very simple. You simply change the position of the be form am, is, or are, jobio, and the subject. So Michelle is going to be at the meeting. You simply take the be form is, इसको आपने आगे किया, Michelle को आपने इसके बाद शिफ्ट किया. Is Michelle going to, right, the auxiliary verb going to, and the rest of the sentence be at the meeting. Questions with going to are formed by swapping subject and be. Are they going to play cricket tomorrow? This is a question. So turn it back into a statement. Simply take they, take the subject, और इसको पहले करते हैं they, then उसके बाद are, and everything else remains the same. They are going to play cricket tomorrow. So everything remains the same. It's just the subject and the be form of the verb that changes the position in questions with going to. Okay, so the future with will. हमने एक auxiliary verb देख लिया, going to. Now we're going to talk about will. Will is also used in future simple to form some future tenses in English. It can be used in several different ways, which are all different from the future with going to. So will जो है उसको इस्तेमाल किया जाता है to talk about to form future simple sentences in different ways than going to. How to form the future with will. The future with will is very simple. You have a subject, you have will, you have base form, and you have the rest of the sentence. Just a second. Right. So will is used in simple तरीकों से. Subject plus will plus base form plus rest of the sentence. यहाँ पे कोई be कोई बी फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब की कहानी भी नहीं है. सो यू सिंपली हैव सिर्फ आपके पास विल है और वो विल ही आएगा, चाहे कोई भी सब्जेक्ट हो, ही शी इट दे सारा जेरेमी द चिल्ड्रन जेफरीज द स्कूल द लॉयर्स व्हाटएवर, कोई भी सब्जेक्ट हो दुनिया का, सिंपली विल आएगा उसके साथ. विल डज नॉट चेंज विद द सब्जेक्ट. And then you have the base form of the verb, and then you have the rest of the sentence. So this is how you use will to form a sentence in the future simple. Now, where is it used? जब आप will के इस्तेमाल करते हैं सेंटेंस में बात करने की किसी बारे में, तो आप किन चीजों की बात कर रहे होते हैं? क्यों आप कोई सेंटेंस कहते हैं he will do this, she will do this? Why do you use will? Where do you use will? So will is used to talk about the future in four main ways. Predictions के लिए, किसी को ऑफर करने के लिए कि मैं आपके लिए कुछ कर देता हूँ. प्रॉमिस करने के लिए कि आई विल डू दिस, मेक अ प्रॉमिस, या जो भी आपका कोई प्रॉमिस है, मेक अ प्रॉमिस. एंड टू डिस्क्राइब अ डिसीजन यू जस्ट मेड, सो अ डिसीजन दैट्स नॉट प्री प्लान बट अभी खड़े खड़े आपने एक डिसीजन ली है, उसको डिस्क्राइब करने के लिए. So predictions, you offer your services to someone कि मैं आपके लिए कुछ कर देता हूँ. Promises and describe a sudden decision. Okay, so prediction. Let's talk about prediction. To make a prediction about what you think will happen, wait a few minutes. I think it will stop raining soon. So going to की prediction जो होती है वो evidence पे based करती है, लेकिन जब आप will से predict करते हैं कुछ, तो वो आपकी सिर्फ intuition होती है, वो सिर्फ आपका एक idea होता है, आपको लग रहा होता है, आपकी sixth sense होती है, या कुछ भी कह लें उसको, बस आपका ख्याल है कि ये होगा. You're making a prediction, लेकिन it's not really based on any evidence. तो ये बंदा इससे कह रहा है कि अभी घर में थोड़ी देर रुक जाओ. I think it will stop raining soon. So when it stops raining, then you can go out. So I think it will stop raining soon. This is not based on any evidence. We can see यहाँ पे clouds भी हैं अभी तक, but they just think that it will stop raining soon. ये इनका ख्याल है. To offer to do something for someone, you look frozen. I'll make you some hot soup. So frozen इधर महावृती तौर पे कहा जा रहा है, मतलब यू आर वेरी कोल्ड, लाइक यू नो शी इज शिवरिंग, सो यू लुक लाइक यू आर फ्रीजिंग. आई विल मेक यू सम हॉट सूप, मैं तुम्हारे लिए कोई सूप बना देती हूँ. यू आर ऑफरिंग टू डू समथिंग फॉर समवन. टू मेक अ प्रॉमिस, we'll be there by 8, don't worry. He is talking on the phone with someone और उससे कह रहा है कि हम 8 बजे तक पहुंच जाएंगे वहां पे, डोंट वरी. सो दिस इज अ प्रॉमिस कि हम दोनों 8 बजे तक पहुंच जाएंगे वहां पे जहां भी इनकी मीटिंग होनी है. टू डिस्क्राइब अ डिसीजन यू जस्ट मेड, आई नो आई विल बाय एरन अ सर्फ बोर्ड फॉर हिज बर्थडे. तो ये बंदा जाता है, इसको सर्फ बोर्ड की शॉप नजर आती है और उसने सडनली वहां खड़े खड़े डिसीजन ले लिया है कि ओ मेरे दोस्त की बर्थडे आने वाली है, I will buy him a surfboard. That's a sudden decision that he's taken. This decision was not planned in advance. If he said, I am going to buy Aaron a surfboard, that meant that he had already thought about it and planned it in advance. But with will, the decision is sudden and taken on the spot. Udhar hi khade khade. Okay. So just second. So you know, again, it works in similar ways on the timeline. So in the present, you made a decision about the very near future. I'll buy Aaron a surfboard. This is here. In the present, you're describing a decision you've made about you're describing an offer you've made to help. So I'll make some food. We will be there by 8. So this is 8 o'clock. You promised that you will be there by 8 o'clock. So again, in the timeline, it's just a single event in the future part of the timeline. So yeah. This is how it works. This is how it looks on the timeline. Will is used to talk about predictions about the future where there is no firm evidence for that prediction. The movie is great, you will love it. तो मूवी बहुत अच्छी है, you will love it. This is just मेरा अपना ख्याल कि मुझे मूवी बहुत अच्छी लगी तो दूसरों को भी अच्छी लगेगी. There's no evidence for this. She will be really angry when she finds out that you broke the plate. So she will be really angry. Again, there's no evidence for this. We just think like it depends on her mood if she'll be angry or not. So you can say she's in a bad mood, she is going to be really angry. So that shows the evidence she's already in a bad mood. So she's going to be really angry when she finds out you broke her plate. But over here, we don't know her mood, we don't know the circumstances. So this is not based on evidence. This is just a random prediction based on what you think. Will for making offers. You seem busy. I will pick up the kids from school today. You must be hungry. I will make you a sandwich. Since you cooked, I will do the dishes. So again, simple format, subject, will, and then the base form, and then the rest of the sentence. And these are all offers. तुम busy हो, मैं बच्चों को स्कूल से ले आती हूँ. You must be hungry. मैं तुम्हें sandwich बना के दे देता हूँ. Since you cooked, मैं बर्तन धो दूँगा. So just offers for help, offering to help someone, you use will. That help will obviously be in the future. आज 2 बजे या जब भी बच्चों की छुट्टी होगी, I'll pick them up from school, right? So that help you're offering के future में I will help with something. Will is used to describe quick decisions that someone has made at the time of speaking. They are often a solution to an unexpected problem. Oh, it's raining, I will take my umbrella. You just look outside the window, बारिश हो रही है, you decide at the spot, I will take my umbrella. The car has broken down, I will walk to work. So often खड़े खड़े कोई प्रॉब्लम होती है, so खड़े खड़े आपको सोल्यूशन ढूंढना होता है. So you describe कि आप फ्यूचर में ये करेंगे, which is the solution to your problem. Will can be used when making a promise. So the mechanic says, we will let you know as soon as your car is ready. They're promising कि जब आपकी गाड़ी तैयार हो जाएगी, हम आपको फोन कर देंगे, हम आपको बता देंगे. I will take care of everything while you are away. जब तुम यहाँ पे नहीं होगी तो मैं सब चीजों का ख्याल रख लूंगी. I will lock the front door when I leave. So these are all promises. The negative with will is very easy. Subject plus will plus base form of the verb plus the rest of the sentence. That is the positive for, right? So simply negative बनाने के लिए not आप drop कर देते हैं will के बाद. So I will take my umbrella. आपने will के बाद not लगा दिया. We will call you when your car is ready. आपने उसके बाद not लगा दिया. I will not do the dishes tonight. So it's fairly easy to make negative forms. The car has broken down, I will walk to work. To make negative, I will not walk to work, right? So simply just will के बाद आप एक not लगा देते हैं. Questions with will. The question form is will plus subject plus base form of the verb plus the rest of the sentence. So will and the subject change positions, like in going to. I will go to a friend's house today. So ये will आगे आ गया और I इधर चला गया. I think the movie is great. You will love it. I think the movie is great. Will you love it? Question mark. So it's simply changing will with the subject, changing the position of will with the subject of the sentence and putting a question mark. Okay. This is, I think, the last slide. Yep. So that is future simple with will and going to. Again, put present in the comments for attendance.